Last week, fashion designer Kate Spade and celebrity chef Anthony Bourdain died by suicide. As news spread of their passings, many people took to social media to advocate for suicide prevention.
But are those posts actually helping? MTN's Kaylee Collins looks into it.
Everywhere you look, whether it be on Twitter or Facebook, your feed is more than likely inundated with posts asking those who are experiencing suicidal ideation to reach out.
I think when people are advocating and they're showing that pain, they're not glamorizing it. Reaching out is the biggest thing. I mean, the more times you reach out, the more times you ask for help, you're going to find something that works.
Others asking for people to check on their friends.
Most of us are aware when somebody is going through that, or we've seen signs and symptoms. There's other instances where that's not going to happen, but the more in tune we are with people, the more people understand that we care, or they're going to at least reach out to us.
But people are talking about suicide prevention, which Zimmerman says can be helpful.
I think people advocating and talking about it is always good. If you're going to be an advocate and try to speak up, make sure you're educated on the right things to say. You can do more harm than good if you're not using the facts. You know, the people saying the wrong thing, it is harmful. It's not helpful, and trying to give people advice instead of encouragement or support is very different things. If you're concerned, educating yourself on the proper things to say is helpful so that you're not alienating somebody, and understanding what those warning signs are.
Those signs of suicidal ideation are similar to those of depression, like big changes in personality or behavior, but some may not even show signs.
It's hard to reach out and face your demons, and you know, some people don't even know there's a problem, so it's kind of our responsibility to watch out for one another.
And as more people shared the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, there has been a spike in calls. Great Falls Hotline Voices of Hope has also seen a 12% increase since last week, according to Director Jackie Gittens. She says while it's positive people are reaching out, more people are considering suicide as an option rather than just a passing thought. In Great Falls, Kaylee Collins, MTN News.
And there is help and resources available, such as the Voices of Hope line displayed there on your screen. If you or someone you know is experiencing suicidal ideation or actions, we have a list of resources on our website, krtv.com, under the MTN Zero Suicide Initiative tab.